Hi, welcome to Andrea's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a chicken cordon bleu, my style. We're going to get started right here with the dry ingredients. I went ahead and measured out 2 cups of breadcrumbs, and they're the Italian style. I have here a 1/3 cup of my Parmesan cheese. And I did 1 teaspoon of poultry season. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and I did a 1/2 teaspoon of thyme. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up, get all this wonderful Parmesan and herbs incorporated. My family likes chicken cordon bleu, kind of even more Italian style. A lot of times instead of ham, we'll use prosciutto. And but you know, it just varies on my mood and what I feel like we're going to pair with it to eat. Everything now is all nice and incorporated, so we're going to be going on to our wet ingredients. Wet ingredients is going to be a 1/3 cup of milk, and then we're going to get 2 eggs, and I use 2 large eggs. You can use medium too, but I use large because it makes it, the yolk just makes it more delicious and seems to hold my breading better. Or, you know, I just like it. It's thicker. So our egg is all mixed up. So we're good to go there. Just going to put this to the side. I'm going to grab the chicken from the fridge. Try to keep the chicken in the fridge until I'm ready to actually use it. You know, cross-contamination. Poultry is bad about that. I also wanted to show you, I have my baking pan, and there's about a teaspoon of olive oil in here, just so you see. And after I get done wrapping them, I will go ahead and put them into this pan, and then we're going to bake it for about anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. I also have my toothpicks ready. Here there will be 2 toothpicks in each cordon bleu. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and put these 2 together, so when it comes time to dredge, we'll be fine and ready to go. Some pieces will need 2 pieces of ham. You know, I tried to pound the chicken as good as I could and make them as even, but it doesn't always happen that way. My family, we like our chicken thinner than thicker. I just want to show you. I'm going to go like that. This piece is a lot bigger. It requires 2. I cheat. I put a little bit of butter. It's a 1/2 pad, and then I put a piece of mozzarella and a piece of Manchego. That's what I'm using for today, as far as cheeses go. Let me tell you, before I wrap and roll this, you can use any kind of ham you want. I have a smoked Black Forest type ham, thin sliced, and I'm using mozzarella and Manchego today. A lot of times I'll go ahead and use the ham with Gouda, and sometimes I'll just use a Gouda Manchego or just a straight smoked Gouda. It's really good. Also, a lot of times I'll take and make this with prosciutto and a little bit of mozzarella, and it is just delicious. It really is your preference on how you want to do that. So I'm going to take and roll these over, and I am going to toothpick him. Get him all nice and rolled. And I'm going to go on to this next one here. Grab a piece of ham. This one only requires 1. It's not as big. And I'm going to put my butter in here. Butter will make the cheese just melt better. It makes the chicken a lot more moist than dry, which is good. I do not like dry chicken. So we're going to take this guy and we're going to go. Careful for your fingers. Toothpicks hurt. Okay. I'm going to re-roll that one. He does not want to act right, so I'm going to have to re-roll that one. Sometimes chicken does not cooperate very well. And like I said, cross-contamination, we do not want to go ahead and start touching other things in our kitchen until we bleach wash our hands, because chicken is a bad one as far as spreading salmonella and things like that. I even have paper towels versus today instead of my towels. And for each time I come into the kitchen and start cooking, I will change my towels out just so that they're nice and clean. And I'm a towel person. I do like my towel in the kitchen when I'm cooking. This mix will make enough for 8. I only made 4 so that I wouldn't take as long to prep everything. But you would understand. I'll also have directions along with my video. Okay. I'm always sticking up myself. Always. You would think I would learn after all these years of doing this. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, let's go back to this big guy here and let's re-roll him. He is huge. Sometimes chicken doesn't come out the way you want it to come out as far as wanting to roll it. Sometimes I get very creative and then I just flip the chicken the other way and I roll it. And I'm going to bread it. So it's your preference. So whatever makes you happy. Like I said, making cordon bleu is one of the best things you can make. It's easy, very versatile. You can use any kind of cheese. Pepper jack cheese if you're a spicy person. You can use cheddar cheese. Any kind of ham you want. If you don't like the ham, use prosciutto or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to wash my hands. I actually have a bleach water concoction over there because I also took my chicken from the board I was using, and I do not want to contaminate anything in my kitchen. But it's okay, I'll wipe everything up with bleach. Bleach works for everything. So I kind of mixed my egg. I'm just going to go in there to my breadcrumbs. And then what I'm going to do is get my tongs, and I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken, cordon bleu, in my mixture of liquid and get it nice coated. And then I'm going to come right over here and I am going to coat with my breadcrumbs. I love this mixture of breadcrumb. It has Parmesan cheese in it. And it is so yum. Also, I love the fact that I also put in poultry seasoning. Poultry seasoning helps with a little bit more spice. And then what I do is just mix like that, make sure everything's well coated, shake it off, and then I'm just going to set it here. Do the same thing here. I'm going to mix it in my egg wash, milk and egg wash. Get it nice and coated. In the breadcrumbs, here we come again. This doesn't take very long to make. It's really good with baked potatoes, fried potatoes, mashed potatoes, even with rice. You can use, do a good nice rice pilaf, couscous. It'll go good. And on hot days, you can just have this nice piece of chicken with a good salad, and you'll be plenty full. Shake it off. Next piece. That kind of chicken right there was a little puny, so my cheese is hanging out, but it's okay. It'll be fine and dandy. I'll coat it, and it'll be delicious. And like I said, this recipe makes 8 chicken cordon bleu. But I'm only going to make 4 today so that I could cut down my prep time and my cooking time, you know. And that's what I'm going to do so I can show you. This one's coated perfectly. Chicken is encasing everything. But I do not want to waste anything when I'm cooking. And I always figure, since I'm the cook, if something's a little short, then I guess I take that piece for the day. And I learn how not to short something. But it comes out basically the same. The only problem is that sometimes you can lose your cheese if the chicken is not big enough. That would be my only concern. But like I said, if that's the worst thing, well, cheese is really good. But I like all the other flavors going on. The ham. I love my Italian breadcrumb mixture and so forth. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you what they look like. And then I'm going to wipe my hands. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this straight into the oven. At 350, my oven's been preheating for about 20 minutes. And this is going to cook for at least 30, 35, anywhere from 35 minutes probably to 50 minutes. I'll be checking it like every 20, or in 20 minutes I'll check it the first time because I know it'll take at least that long to cook. So thank you, and I'll be right back. Well, welcome back. It was 35 minutes. It took this cordon bleu to cook. I've already cut it so that you can see what it looks like inside. And I took out one of the toothpicks. Here's the second one so that you do not gouge your mouth out. So you can see the cheese, the ham, the chicken. And this is what they look like. I'm sure people can roll it even better than I can roll it. But that's my rolling job. But I did try it. It actually is very good. I try to make sure that I try everything. Look at the cheese coming out before, so that I know it's done. So if it needs an extra few minutes, I know that I need to tell you guys, try about 40 minutes. But you can see the ham, the wonderful cheese, the Manchego, and the mozzarella is really good together. That Manchego cheese has tastes like Parmesan cheese in my opinion. I better not take that big of a bite. It'll take me forever to chew. The chicken is perfect. I did mine really thin because I'd rather roll. I don't really care if it looks perfect or not. I'd rather get the, oh, it tastes good. And if I think it tastes good, then I feel good about what I'm serving. So it's nice and thin. You see the one piece of ham. Like I said, I don't use too much ham. I like just a faint taste. It's delicious in my opinion. A really easy dish to make. So I encourage you to try this dish. Well, I want to thank you, and I want to let you know if you like the content, please like and subscribe. But have a wonderful day, and thanks for cooking with Andrea.